see. Can't be nobody else. A goddess that's me. What you see is what you get. You ain't seen nothing yet. Guarantee sure bet. Are you ready? I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming in. Lost and loose. I'm coming out. I'm coming out. I'm coming in. Lost and loose.
Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome back to More with V. Unleash your inner badass. I'm your host, V, your favorite life doula, bonus mom, intuitive coach, and the voice reminding you that no is a complete sentence. Today, we're talking about a transformation that so many of us midlife women are craving, moving from people pleaser to powerhouse. If you've ever said yes when you really wanted to say no, have you ever overextended yourself then felt resentful later? Have you ever made yourself small so someone else could feel big? This episode is definitely for you. So let's get real. Most of us didn't choose people pleasing. We were trained into it. For many of us, it started when we were little girls. Be a good girl. Don't make waves. Earn love by overgiving. Smile even when you're uncomfortable. And by the time we hit 40, that conditioning leaves us exhausted, resentful, and invisible. But straight talk, people. People pleasing is really self-abandonment dressed up as kindness, sweetness, or being nice. It's not actually kindness if it comes at the expense of yourself. It's not love if it costs you your truth. I had to learn this the hard way. There was a season of my life where I said yes to everything: clients, friends, family, responsibilities that weren't even mine. I was afraid of losing the love that I thought I had. And on the outside, I looked like I had it together. But on the inside, I was dying. I was drained, resentful, and honestly a little angry at myself for allowing myself to really and truly forget myself in the equation of my own life. So whether it was a relationship or a job, and I was only supposed to do something for a short amount of time, and then all of a sudden now I'm 5 years in and I haven't fulfilled the dream that I started the job for, or I'm in a relationship where I'm like, wait, I'm doing everything by myself. Why do I need you for? So it's like, well, how did I forget myself? It's the people pleasing equation of my own life. So here's a reflection I want you to sit with right now. Am I saying yes because I truly want to, or because I'm afraid of disappointing someone, or that someone won't like me? Am I saying yes because I truly want to, or because I am afraid of disappointing someone, or someone won't like me? This one question will tell you everything about whether you're acting from your power or from your people pleasing. Okay, so how do we move from people pleasing into powerhouse energy? Let's break it down. So, boundaries are queen energy. Saying no doesn't make you mean, it makes you magnetic. Boundaries are how you protect your peace and show people how to treat you. Because really, we are teaching people how to treat us when we, in every aspect of our life, whether it's at work, whether it's in our personal relationships like friendships, marriage, partnerships, companionships, whatever it is, we are teaching people how to treat us. So what we allow or what we don't allow shows them how to treat us, how to what we will allow in our lives. If we just allow ourselves to be treated any kind of way, then we're teaching people that we don't really care about ourselves. And frankly, like for me, I hated myself. I hated everything about myself. My name, what I look like, all the things. And when I was in that state and in those spaces of non-remembrance of who I was, I allowed a lot of shenanigans, a lot of things that, in my, like right now, in my presence of being, I would not even, like, you even start with that stuff. And I'd be like, okay, I see where this is going, and I will advocate for myself and voice my what I'm feeling and what's going on. And it doesn't take much for me to be like, deuces, I'm out, because obviously, this is not where I need to be. you know um and it's not, and it's really gotten real simple. So the people who respect your boundaries will lean in, and the ones who don't, they'll fall away. And that's not your loss, it's your freedom. Your voice is your vibration. So speaking, even if your voice shakes, every time you voice your truth, you strengthen your confidence. Think about it. Your words carry energy. This is why they used to say to us, that um, words are powerful. Um, I remember we used to have this thing: sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. Well, that was just an oppressive way of keeping us thinking that words didn't mean anything. Now, they don't mean anything in the greater scheme of things, right? But in the moment, in our humanness, in those moments where we are learning about the world, we learn that words carry weight, right? And we get to decide the weight. Is it something that's heavy, or is it something that light? If it is it water off a duck's back, or is it something that you um, are gonna hold on to and keep and really make part of your identity? So words carry energy. If you keep shrinking your voice, you're shrinking your frequency. Ooh, that gives me chills. Yes, because we are energetic beings, and we sometimes forget that. So release the rescuer role. This one's big. You don't need to fix or save anyone. Everyone is entitled to their own experience. Wherever they're at, wherever they're allowing themselves to be, let people be there. Just notice it. You don't have to go where they are. And that's the beauty of this whole thing. Like, we get to learn what works for us and what doesn't. What are we willing to tolerate and put up with? How long are you willing to sustain shenanigans and foolishness? How long are you going to sustain being treated, mistreated in a way that doesn't feel good to you, that doesn't feel aligned, that in your being and your beingness, this is not how it's supposed to be? So sometimes the most loving thing that we can do is step back and let people learn their own lessons. That doesn't make you cold, it makes you powerful. Because you know how many times I've been told, "Oh, girl, you're the one who got away." And I didn't always get away unscathed, right? Sometimes there was, real things that um impacted me. Like, I experienced domestic violence. I experienced abuse, and it's because of what I allowed. I allowed someone to mistreat me, mishandle me. Ooh, I love it. Let us clear our throat on that one. So I allowed someone to mishandle me. I allowed someone to um, be aggressive with me that did not feel good to me, right? And yeah, they are having their whole own experience over there, and I am allowed to let them have their experience over there. I don't have to go there with them. So, but you know, needless to say, I told you, I came from a background of the Hot Mess Express. So I've been told many times, oh, I'm the one that got away. And I'm really like present to, oh, people really don't know what they have until it's gone. Like, that is one of the truest things that, um, those little sayings that our parents used to say was so true. So we are each once in a lifetime type of people. So it is their loss. And one day they will admit it, whether it's a work, a partnership, or otherwise. So, of course, it's about that time, people. grab your journal and let's write down one commitment, invitation, or request this week that we are going to lovingly decline. So, not out of spite, but out of self-respect. So, write down one commitment or invitation or request that you've gotten that this week you are going to lovingly decline. And we're not doing it for anyone else but ourselves. Because, beauties, if there's ever a choice between disappointing you or disappointing someone else, always choose the other people. Always choose the other people. And whether it's your kids, it's your spouse, uh, whoever, if it's a choice between disappointing yourself and disappointing other people, always choose them. Because when you are good over here, everything else in your life is good. You can't be everything to everyone else and not be that to yourself. You just can't. It's not possible. So once you do this, write it down and think about it, sit with it and write it down. And then notice how you feel afterwards. Notice if you feel free. What does it feel like after you say consciously, I decline? When I stopped overgiving, something amazing happened. The people who really love me, they didn't leave. They didn't get mad. They didn't shame me. The ones who only love me for what I gave them, my time, my money, my energy, they did fall away. And that was a gift. Because here's the truth. If your relationships depend on you abandoning yourself, those relationships aren't real. They're transactional. And since you are not a transaction, you are a whole, powerful, radiant being. So here's your invitation. If you're ready to drop the mask and step into the powerhouse energy that you are, you can start with my 10 self-worth affirmation card deck. It's free, it's soulful, and it will help you shift the not enough story once and for all. I'd love for you to share your breakthrough moment with me. Take a screenshot of this episode and tag me at More with V and tell me one thing you're saying no to this week. Let's celebrate it together because your no is just as sacred as your yes. So until next time, keep roaring, keep rising, and keep living unleashed.